and in the likeness of, then that means you are that. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yes, sir.
Because if you pull out a mirror, that's your image, right?
Right.
But I mean, who is it? That's your image. So if you're made in the image and the likeness of God, you are God.
Right.
And so we say how to eat to live puts us on the road to Godhood. Because this is a process. As we begin to eat, as we begin to take in that which we should take in, ingest, then our bodies will run at an optimal level. But, like Brother Gerald was saying, there's also that mental and that spiritual component. And we'll get to that as well. Because you can't eat to live physically without eating to live mentally and spiritually. Alright, so we'll get to that as well. In this world, the teaching is 3 meals a day. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
3 meals a day. Now, have you ever wondered where that came from? Like, how did they come up with that? And you know, they'll say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But then some people say, nah, dinner is the most important meal of the day. But you really need to understand where those terms came from, how that came about to understand where we are and what we really should be doing. Because the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that we should eat 1 meal a day.
Right.
1. Now we'll get to that, but let's break down this 3 meals first. First you got breakfast, right? Breakfast. Does anyone know what breakfast means?
Yes, sir.
Breaking fast.
Say it again. Break fast.
Right.
That's what the word literally means. Break fast. A fast is when you abstain from food. Right?
Right.
But a breakfast or a break fast just simply means to break fast. That means you haven't eaten in a long period of time. You're breaking fast. Lunch, the etymology of that particular word is somewhat confusing. They don't even really know where it came from, but they think it comes from a French word which called nunchin, which means a midday snack or a hunk of food. A hunk of food. Lunch, right? And dinner comes from an old French word, dîner, or dine, which means the main meal of the day, right? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that you should only eat 1 meal a day. He taught us that it takes that magnificent body and that magnificent digestive system that I talked to you about a little bit earlier. It takes that body at least 24 hours to digest a meal. Right? And he taught that the stomach, first off, you can't replace your stomach.
Right.
That you only get 1.
Don't try.
And the more you eat, it's like water dripping on a stone. The more you eat. The more you work your stomach, the more you're taking years off of your life. So he taught us that if we ate 1 meal a day, or get this, 1 meal every other day, we could live maybe 150, 200 years old.
Wow.
That's what he taught us, right? Praise be to Allah.
Wow. Praise be to Allah.
He said that the foods that we should eat mainly are fruits,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
vegetables.
Yes, sir.
He taught us that we should eat very simple foods.
Right.
That our diet shouldn't be that complex.
Right.
This is important.
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
Your diet shouldn't be complex. You should eat food that you can easily digest.
Yes,
so you
sir.
should eat fruits and vegetables. You should eat vegetables. You should cook your vegetables. But you should not cook your vegetables to the point where they're mushy, where they're super soft, because you're robbing the vegetables of its vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, right? He said that your fruits, you should eat your fruits raw, right? Meaning you pull an apple off the tree, you eat it. You know what I mean? That's the best type of fruit that you should eat. You get the right sugars and whatnot from that fruit. In terms of, and this is deep, there's a lot of information, so I'm going to go real fast, but I'm gonna give us the opportunity, inshallah, to ask questions if we have any. He said when you go to the grocery store, or really, this pertains to modern day times. When you go to the grocery store, you should shop around the perimeter of the grocery store.
Right.
Y'all know what a perimeter is?
Yeah.
The perimeter is the outside of the grocery store. Like on this side, you got the produce, you go around, you got the bread, and then you got the dairy over here, and then you got the water on this side, and all this stuff in between, leave that alone.
Go ahead, brother.
Leave all of that
Yes, sir.
alone.
Yes,
Y'all, it's like, y'all like, this is, y'all serious, y'all like this. Because all of that stuff in the middle, it's processed food.
Right.
And that's not food at all.
Yes, sir.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you get a package, right? You get a package, let's say it's macaroni and cheese. And there's a paragraph of different ingredients, and 9/10 of it you can't understand what the hell it is,
Right.
you shouldn't eat that.
Right.
If it's macaroni and cheese, just to say pasta, cheese, milk, butter.
Go ahead.
That's it. That's it.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the cookie aisle and you get you some Keebler cookies or some Oreos, do you think there's some elves up there baking them cookies? I mean, seriously, do you think there's some elves up there baking them
Go ahead,
cookies?
go ahead,
Or
brother.
is this some cats in some white coats, right? With some hat, with them little nets around their head, and they got all sorts of beakers and vials, and they putting it together?
Scientists.
That's a
Yes,
scientist.
sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That ain't no cook. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
when you go to the grocery store, man, look, that's all you, man, look, all that stuff is processed. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is teaching us that we really should have gardens
Yes,
if
sir.
we really
Go
want
ahead.
to eat properly.
Yes, sir.
Right.
It's true.
We really have to get our mouths out of the white man's kitchen.
That's right.
This man is a merchant of death.
Right.
Straight up, he's killing us, but we digging our own grave with a spoon and a fork.
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
We eating 3 meals a day, and we eating the wrong foods when we eat those 3 meals a day. And so we're cutting off years from our lives.
Yes, sir.
Fast food. I know, it's easy. They make it so easy.
Yeah.
I remember, man, when I was growing up, if we went to McDonald's,
Ew.
McDonald's, it was a treat. It was a treat because, you know, McDonald's was expensive, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, mama make her the burger and whatnot at the house, and we throw down. But you know, you go to McDonald's, that's a treat.
Right.
But it was a treat again because it was expensive, and we wouldn't normally go get anything like that.
Right.
But now, you can go and feed your whole family for $10.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Come on.
Think that over. Like, you can go and feed your whole family for maybe $15. You get on that dollar menu, oh man, shoot. You gonna eat and eat and eat. But the problem with it is, that's not food.
No, it isn't.
Did you know that if you want to own a McDonald's, and they're very profitable, by the way, you have to go to what they call McDonald's University?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's true.
Really? Really? Because they're going to teach you and train you exactly how to make this so-called food for you to sell, right? And it's all made in a lab.
Yes, sir.
Fast food is literally addicting.
True.
Fast food does not deteriorate.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Proven fact, proven.
It does not deteriorate.
Yes, sir.
Meaning, we did an experiment. This was years ago. But we went to McDonald's and we bought a sausage McMuffin and some fries, and just sat them on top. We used to have, this is a few years back, so we had a big TV. We had the TV with the booty on the back. Y'all don't know nothing about the TV with the booty on the back. But we sat the sausage McMuffin and the fries on top of the TV and just let it sit there and just to see what it do. Because if it's made out of bread, right, and it's made out of sausage, and it's made out of cheese, and it's made out of potatoes, what's going to happen is after a period of time, the meat, first of all, is going to begin to stink, right?
Right.
The cheese is going to mold. The bread will mold,
Come on, come on,
right?
come on.
Yes,
sir.
Same thing with the potatoes, they
Yes,
will
sir.
eventually mold.
That's
You're
right.
going to have a funky mess sitting in your space, and you're going to have to throw that out, and then you're going to have to fumigate the room because you done left some food out.
Right.
But we left this out, I want to say at least a month.
Oh my goodness.
And the only thing that it did, because the sausage never rotted, the cheese didn't mold,
Wow.
the bread didn't mold. The only thing is it kind of shrunk, right? It kind of shrunk a little bit.
Right.
The fries got and y'all gonna bear me witness to this. They got like a little waxy film over them. Y'all know y'all done had them fries that you dropped in the car when you cleaned it out. You pulled
Yes,
it
sir.
back.
Yes, sir.
But it didn't, you don't smell the food. Flies literally would not even come near it.
Wow.
That's right.
But this is what we are feeding our babies. Because it's inexpensive, it's quick, and we don't want to get in the kitchen and really put it down and make some real food like
Yeah,
Mama
go
used to
ahead.
make.
Right.
Right?
Come on, come on, come on.
But we're killing ourselves, we're killing our children, because if that food does not deteriorate or process naturally outside, what do you think that it's doing inside?
Right. Right.
So true.
Right? I mean, think that over. You know what I'm saying? So we wondering why it's all outside. You know what I'm saying? We're not even eating that much, but it's what it is that you're eating.
Right.
It's just sticking to you. And they put it, like I said, this is drugs, man. This food is addicting. The sugar is addictive.
Right.
Salt is addictive. All of that stuff, it actually calls you. Have you ever seen that? They did a documentary, Super Size Me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The man ate McDonald's every day, 3 times a day for 30 days. And at the end of it, at the end of the 30 days, he almost died.
That's right.
Y'all listening? I mean, I couldn't make this up. He almost died
Yes, sir.
because his liver or his kidneys were about to shut down. He found that during the course of his 30 days that there would be a certain time that he was accustomed to eat where he would literally be, food would be calling him. Like dope. But it is dope. Remember we talked about that paragraph on that back of that macaroni and cheese and that rice? That's all drugs. That's all chemicals.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look, when you in sales, the object of, Brother Gerald talked about my business background. The object of sales is repeat business.
Right.
Right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
If I get you, I want to get you. If I sell you something, I want you to come back time and time and time and time again. So I'm going to lace my food with whatever drug I need to in order to bring you in
Yes,
and
sir.
get it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not lying. I'm not trying to scare you. What government agency regulates the food industry? Does anyone know? It is the FDA. The FDA stands for the Food and Drug Administration. So what you're eating not only is food, but it's also drugs. But the beautiful thing is, if you learn how to eat to live, your food will also be your drugs, but your drugs will have a healing effect other than a killing effect.
Yes, sir.
Praise be to Allah.
Come on.
What about, because we said fruits and vegetables, right? We want to stick to fruits and vegetables for a minute. We're gonna get to the other simple things that the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us to eat as well. But what about meat? What about meat? Because we love some steak, we love some chicken, we love some lamb, we love all sorts of meat. Well, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Minister Farrakhan teach us that meat actually is against life. I'm going to say that again. Meat is against life.
Go ahead, brother.
Now, he did not forbid us from eating meat. He said that we can eat meat, we can eat beef, we can eat lamb, we can eat chicken, we can eat turkey, we can eat all of those things, but it's not really good for us. The rub is that the only way you can get protein is if you eat meat. But that's not true.
Come on.
That's not true. And in fact, it's contrary.
Teach.
The majority of your protein you're not even going to get from meat.
Yes, go ahead, brother.
Meat really doesn't have much in the way of protein or nutritional value at all.
That's right.
Meat is something that we eat because that's what we were taught to eat.
Yes, sir.
And most of us, we were raised in such a way that you don't even have a plate unless you got some meat on it.
That's true. That's true.
How am I going to get full if I don't eat no meat?
Come on, big brother. Come on, T.
Come on, brother.
But, so, beef. We'll start with that one first. Beef, again, we can eat it. But the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that it is very difficult for your system to digest beef.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Same thing with lamb. Lamb is a little bit better. It's a little bit more palatable meat, but it is definitely difficult for your